appreciate so much that you are here today. Hit that like, hit that notification button, hit the bell, hit the everything you can. Comment below who you're liking today. The Chicago Blackhawks and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Let's alt their total. Give me over 4.5 goals for the Tampa Bay Lightning, coming in at plus 158 versus Chicago. Give me Jake Gunsel. Mo, this is for you. Jake Gunsel, 2+ points. He has been freaking lighting up things. He has 6 points in 6 games. Look for 2 points tonight, 21 shots on goal. He's only got 1 goal. Give me a goal for Jake Gunsel tonight, please. If you're looking at the other side, I do think Chicago will be impactful. Connor Bedard, Frank Nazar, that's where you want to go. Braden Point, Victor Hedman as well for Tampa. When we look at the Detroit Red Wings versus the New York Islanders, I think the Red Wings roll into New York, get the win, but I do think this is a defensive battle. Give me the under 5.5 in this one. Dylan Larkin has been elite. There's no denying it. I do think it's a lower scoring game. If you really want player props, I'd look at Dylan Larkin for the Red Wings. And then Kyle Palmieri, because of how strong he's been versus the Red Wings in his career. 33 games versus the Red Wings, 22 points, 10 of those goals, 12 of those assists. The Ducks versus the Bruins. Give me the over 6.5. I'm expecting a 4-3 style win out of one of these teams. Ducks have every ability to be that team who gets the win. You guys think they're quacking. They could be quacking here. This one's too tight to call, I do think. Just give me the over 6.5. If I had to say a winner, I would go with the Bruins, but I think this is an overtime game. McTavish for the Ducks to get a goal tonight. 3 goals in the last 4 games versus the Bruins. McTavish should come out strong. And David Pastrnak here has 4 goals, 6 assists. Look for David Pastrnak for 2+ points. The Flyers versus the Senators. The Senators can't keep the puck out of the back of the net, but I do think the Senators hit Dan Vladar. Remember to look deeper into those stats and just Googling how Dan Vladar has looked versus the Senators, because if you do, you're going to see off numbers. He had 1 shutout versus them and then did allow 3 goals on 29 shots. So I do think the Sens will hit him over 3.5 goals for the Senators. You guys know I love that freaking plus money. Plus 120. Shane Pinto, I don't think they're going to stop him tonight. Look for Shane Pinto to get the anytime goal for the Senators. Jake Sanderson for the point. When you look at the Flyers, look for Owen Tippett, who has a goal in the last 3 games to come out nice and strong. Noah Cates has had a goal in the last 2 games as well. His anytime goal is plus 400. When we look at the San Jose Sharks versus the New York Rangers, I do think the Sharks will get their goals tonight here, or at least keep this tight. Give me the Sharks plus 1.5 at minus 114. Give me Jeff Skinner, Macklin Celebrini for those points parlayed. Give me Mika Zibanejad on the other side for over 1.5 points, 2+ points for Mika Zibanejad on that top line with Panarin. Adam Fox is going to have his work cut out for him in this one. So we're also going to look at the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Florida Panthers. I think in this one, the Pittsburgh Penguins have every ability to be able to come out strong and get the win over the Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers are returning home off a road trip. I don't like the scheduling spot for them. And this Penguins team has been rolling so hot. They've been able to get these wins. And I do think they come out here and get the win over Florida. So give me the Penguins on the money line at plus 164. You could also look at the puck line plus 1.5 at minus 152. I do think you're going to get a better live number if Florida goes up and scores first, then come back in on the Pittsburgh Penguins, because at minus 154, it's not a great price. Sid for the anytime goal here for the Penguins. Sign me up. The Vancouver Canucks versus the Nashville Predators. I think the Predators can get a win in a lower scoring game. I will look at this one to stay under in the first period. Under 1.5 goals at plus 100. The game under 5.5 goals at plus 108. And the Predators on the money line. Demko versus Saros. Goaltending is a must tonight. Utah versus St. Louis. Give me this first period to start off fiery and then things to lock down. I'm looking for this total to inflate to 6.5. At that point, I'm going to come in on the under. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I do think this first period starts off with a bang. Over 1.5 goals in the first period. Both teams to score in the first period. And then we get into that slow grind them out style. Hockey battle of the Central, you guys. The Seattle Kraken versus the Winnipeg Jets. Fade the Kraken. Give me their team total under. We're going to go low. You could take the 2.5. It's minus 150, maybe a nice parlay piece, but I'm going to go under 1.5 goals at plus 186. How low can we go? It's going to be a new segment. I love how low we can go. The Winnipeg Jets with Connor Hellebuck should be able to shut down the Seattle Kraken. I don't want anything to do with the full game total because Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, they are dangerous out there, and we could see a hat trick out of one of those guys. I'd look at either of them for 2+ points tonight. The LA Kings and the Dallas Stars, give me defense to rule this game. I'm going to go with the first period under 1.5 goals at plus 102. I do think the defense, the goaltending has to come to play. Both of these teams off a loss. They're not going to be happy. Lower scoring game. If you really want to look at player props, which I won't, Kempe and Fiala for the LA Kings, Mikko Rantanen, Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. The Montreal Canadiens and the Edmonton Oilers, give me Montreal in this matchup. Edmonton returning from a road trip off an overtime game in their last one out. I put a 30 unit on all three of these, other than taking Montreal on the money line. What I will do is Montreal plus 1.5 on the puck line at minus 140. Montreal first period for a goal. All they have to do is get a goal. That's at minus 130. And the other third of a unit on Montreal first period, 2 goals, please, at plus 410. Third of a unit on all three. So then I have a full unit on those and then a full unit on Montreal straight up to get the win. If you don't want to put the full unit on Montreal to get the win. It is a hard one. They're rolling into Rogers Place. Hard place to play, but I think Edmonton's in a terrible spot. Call Caulfield, Nick Suzuki. You know it. Lane Hudson. Those are your playmakers. And then last but not least, the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Colorado Avalanche. Both of these teams off losses. I'm expecting the defense. It goes against the trends. These teams, last 4 meetings, have seen the games go over. Last 4 meetings has seen the home team get the win. Even when Carolina rolled into Colorado as a favorite last season, Colorado still won 6-4. I'm expecting the first period to stay under 1.5. That's where I'm going to go instead of the full game. Give me the first period so we don't get any empty netters. I expect this to be a tight battle between these two teams. Under 1.5 with defense and goaltending to start. And then I don't care. I want to get in. I want to get out. So you guys, that is it for Puck It with Jo today. I appreciate each and every single one of you being here. I'm sorry that I'm not betting with your Florida Panthers, but I'm not betting against them. So that is something for sure. But you guys, all the best in all of your bets. Thank you. We will be back tomorrow at the right time. 11 my time, 1 p.m. Eastern. I will see you here for Puck It with Jo. Thanks for hanging out with me for the last hour. Again, I'll get those bookmarks out. Drop below what you're like and what you're betting. And join me on Wager Talk for your prime time preview. Talking tonight's Thursday night football game. Carmine Bianco and Adam Trigger are coming on with me. It's going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Let's make some freaking money. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay hot, you